some people are giving me a knife on it from the guy, you know? Yeah, it's smart. You know, I guess you
Hello, how are you? It's so good to see you. Okay.
we say behave, but yet at the same time I say behave, right? That's right. So that's he said so I got the manager and I said, hey, you know. So they gave us another set, but they were good.
I expect this to be the same one. Not as bad as that, but it
They're doing that right now. It's crazy. For me, those Marines brother man, sorry, put up 2 for that's pretty fantastic.
You got it.
Showers got waiting to get
the runway into almost into Flushing.
I don't remember what they called it. He was made a superior engineer. He was made a CEO. But we're always shooting each other for all these spots, you know? We had some not too long ago.
Look at me. Look at gain 15 pounds.
You're eating healthy now.
Who you with?
Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
rise and remain standing by your seats for the saying of grace.
Yes.
All right. There's no microphone or anything. Just sound it off.
Towards here. Towards here.
Mr. Weiss, please offer grace. Hi, guys, please. Father, we thank you for the blessing you have given us today and throughout our lives. We are especially thankful for the privilege of gathering here in the mess tonight, honoring the traditions and esprit so deeply rooted within our beloved corps. We invoke your blessing on this assembly, the meal we are about to enjoy, and the fellowship which we will follow. Amen. All remain standing for our national anthem.
Detail, attain, hut! Trail colors. Forward, march!
4th Army Police Pipes and Drums. Marine Corps in. Band ready. On the right. Quick. March.
Sidestep, facing facing
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
Forward, march.
I must warn everybody that the floor is now open for fines. Quick explanation about a mess night.
I have a question then. If we can move up, is that like in
That's
creating a fine?
That's correct.
Is this like a setup for fines?
Yes,
It
it
is
is.
not. This one is not.
Move your name
Great
tag.
question.
Quick move and move now, right?
Okay.
Might get fined.
Those of you that never attended a mess night, tonight's a night of fun and camaraderie. You'll see the fine charts in front of you. At the very bottom, it will tell you how to address the mess. If you do it incorrectly enough times, you will be fined. Mr. Vice, motivated sergeant here, we'll bust your balls all night long. Accept it, because it will happen. Enjoy it, because if it's not you, it's awesome. We're gonna have a good night of fun, laughter, and camaraderie. And I invite you all to find each other, look at this fine chart, and fire away. Also, if you got inside jokes, things that you think are funny or embarrassing, please let me know.
I just want to thank everybody who braved this gorgeous July weather to report for the mess. And I do hope you will have a good time. If you don't have a good time, don't tell me. On a more serious note, we're here for a good cause. We ultimately all try to help the children of those who have fallen, veterans and police officers who have been hurt or are in trouble. It is our bloody duty to serve and help and go beyond that nonsense of people on the street saying, thank you for your service, and that's it. None of them will open their wallet and help. One of the most cheerful events of the past few days was a phone call from this gentleman back there, Ed Moran. I'm sorry, I put you on the spot, Ed. And he asked about a detective first grade NYPD who got killed in a car accident last Friday. Your Marine Corps is helping his 14-year-old daughter. What I'm trying to tell you guys here is what you are doing truly matters. And I'm humbled and grateful for everything everybody has been doing. And this is a great nation. There's no greater nation. We are truly the last best hope, and we do the right thing. And what the right thing is evidenced by a corpsman who, 19 years old, served on Iwo Jima. Now for Marines, corpsmen are holy. I've got this stitched up twice by a corpsman. We treat our corpsmen like God. I am grateful, sir, for your service and for what you have done under the most extremely difficult circumstances. You honor us by your presence, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, dinner will be served shortly. Please enjoy it. Captain, address the mess.
Mr. President, Captain Pesky's request permission to walk around freely and address the mess.
By all means, Captain.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, come before you with a heavy heart. I've seen something tonight that I ponder in my imagination. It just brings horror to me.
Say it ain't so!
What is it that we Marines are known for?
Killing?
Killing! Our capability something here that boggles my mind. Second Lieutenant Seaman, please stand.
Nice.
Mr. President, I see something distinctly missing from the uniform of this Marine officer in front of me.
I see a lot missing. Yeah, there's a lot missing. I think your ribbon's on upside down, Lieutenant.
This Marine, or so he claims, stands before us, and yet he is clearly not qualified with his service weapon. What shall we do in a situation like this, Mr. President?
Well, Captain, this is a conundrum, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Lieutenant! What is your TO weapon? Hey, just talk to the president of the mess like you're back on the block, too. Don't stand at attention or nothing.
I don't know. M16A4 warrant officer.
Say again?
M16A4 warrant officer.
And what sound does that weapon make?
Bang bang warrant officer.
It's a 5.56. It goes pew, pew, pew. Lieutenant,
Aye, warrant officer.
let's hear it.
Pew 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 warrant officer.
Now, these new, beautiful weapons we have that we've all deployed to Afghanistan and Iraq, we generally have, you know, that little broomstick on the tip, do we not?
Yes, we do, Mr.
And we
President.
got a pistol grip on the rear, yes, sir?
Yes, Mr. President.
And it goes something like pew, pew, pew. Lieutenant, if you could, give us a visual demonstration as you pretend to clear this corner of the room with the M16A2 or M16A4 around the corner. Show us how you breach and clear, please.
Warrant officer.
Make it up. You've seen it in the movies.
Warrant officer.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't hear you, sir.
Pew, 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 warrant officer.
Lieutenant General Labooty is sitting here, and he's expecting to hear some motivation and some pew-pews. Give me a little bit of that.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
Sir.
Do stop. Lieutenant General Frank Labooty.
What do you think, sir? Thank you for your time.
The Corps. I wish I could have served 30 more. Those buttons, those shiny buttons. Hoorah! And hoorah! Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, sir, stand up. Put your hands together one more time for this corps. Not only was he a corpsman, he received the Purple Heart and was recommended for the Bronze Star.
To us here assembled, fate has been kind. So we drink a toast to all Marines and the days of auld lang syne. For a common bond unites us still. The memories of jungles, swamps and hills, of ships and battles, of bayonets and guns, and Old Glory flying to signal, well done. Thus, a toast is in order to recall our debt to those who have gone before, to those who lie neath ocean's wet, on native land with foreign shore. We who were privileged to wear the green and serve as the very best, now drink this toast to all Marines, still living or at rest. Semper Fidelis.
Indeed, I'm honored to be with you. I want to salute the Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation. Ed, stand up and take a bow. Whomever it was who put this magnificent evening together, stand, come forward, and be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. There was supposed to be another World War II EWO vet here, but he's not here. But I'd ask you to put your hands together, work with me, for all the World War II and Korea vets. Thank you. And now, all who served in Vietnam to support our beloved country, stand and be recognized. I want to take this opportunity to tell you how good our troops, officers, men and women serving today are in the armed forces of the United States of America. They are the best of the best. World War II generation was the greatest. These young men and women are carving a new historical perspective who serve today. Put your hands together for the troops today, and all here present, reserve or active, stand and be recognized. While they may not be here, but to show your affection for them, the color guard, the drummers, and the bagpipers who did a magnificent job. Thank you all. After 35 years in the Marine Corps, I had the good fortune to having been asked by Ray Kelly to be the Deputy Commissioner for Counterterrorism for New York City. And I was thrilled to do it. It took 5 minutes. I shook his hand and said, yeah, I'll take the job. When I came to New York, they weren't terribly formal, but they had some protocol that they followed. God bless them all. They said, General, we got to find the right guy who can be your sort of escort aide and guy. So they brought in a guy, and I looked at his record. I said, it's pretty good. I had as my assistant a 3-star uniform guy. And he looked at this guy's record and said, hey, he's not for you, Lahudi. Okay. So we get another guy. 2 days later, a guy comes in. He looks like a linebacker for the New York Giants. He comes in and presents himself. He said, now you know my name's Lahudi. I said, what's your name? Anthony Amarisi.
That's my boy, sir.
I said, what's your background? Now I'm looking to bring this guy in to support me, be my right-hand man. I said, what's your background? He said, I'm a Marine reservist. I said, you're hired. The guy was terrific. Anthony Amarisi. Now, Anthony was very supportive of Frank Lahudi. For the first 2 weeks on the job, he drove me around in the black car with the whistles and the sirens. And I was living in Brooklyn Heights. So after 2 weeks, parking the car below one police plaza, he said, General, do you think you can get home tonight? I said, yeah, no, I can do it. I know how to do this. It's a true story. Humbling story. I said, I got it. So he goes home. I go down into the garage. I get in the black car. I drive out of one police plaza. Now all the police who are either active, have been, or are current police officers, stand and be recognized. Hoorah! You guys and gals, you will get a kick out of this true story. I get in the car, I start driving out of one police plaza. I pull out of the plaza, I'm trying to cross the Brooklyn Bridge. I come out and make a right turn. I think I'm doing okay. It's dark. All of a sudden, whistles and bells and crap is going off, and I pulled over. I thought that I did something wrong. So I'm pulled over, and I'm sitting there for 10 minutes. Guess what I did? Inadvertently, I hit the bells and whistles in the computer, and I pulled myself over. Unbelievable. It's a true story. When I told Americi that, Americi is still laughing. He said, General, I can't let you out of my sight. It is indeed an honor and a great privilege to be with you tonight. I want to share a few thoughts about security. When I say security, I'm talking both domestic and international, or what I'd say is overseas. I'm going to stay with my notes so I don't screw it up. God bless you, ma'am.
Oh.
We're dealing on a serious note with great challenges to the United States of America, our way of life, and our security. So let me tell you what the threat is. Islamic radical terrorism is a tactical threat. If we don't contain it and kill it, it will become strategic. Here's Frank Labouti's answer. Close with, destroy them or lock them up for life because they're not redeemable. Let me tell you another concern I got, having worked with Homeland Security and NYPD. Cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, I'm going to get fined for this, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but no shit, cybersecurity is going to kill us if we don't get a handle on it. It is both strategic and it's tactical. It can attack commerce, the economy, the military, and our way of life in terms of every aspect of what makes us tick. Cyber security. Thank you, everybody.
Attention on deck. Would you grab that package next to that damn thing? General,
Sir,
don't call the lowly captain sir, General. We don't salute inside either, General.
Mr. President, may I have your permission and authority to attack this man?
Not yet, sir.
Sir, with all humility and respect, I am at attention.
I have a tiny present for you, General, and that falls in line with what you just said. These are Marines from the United States Embassy Security Guard at Bella Wood, standing in the wheat field, 6th June, in the morning, the day when our brothers attacked the Germans. My grandfather was one of the German officers on the other side. Obviously, I'm a crowd. Is that a surprise for people? With my respect, General.
I accept this with great pride and humility, and I thank you for your friendship and your service.
And thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I have bad news, as everybody knows. Something very miraculous happened tonight. Marines and others. We all came together because I'm an immigrant of this great country. And I will give everything, I will bleed for this nation as I have done before. There are millions and millions of people who fight to come here while we're being maligned by all kinds of creatures all over the country. What all of you represent is something truly unique, the strengths of this nation. This Corps of Marines, as my mother said, daughter of a Prussian general, and I'm going to be very politically correct, has fallen into the tradition of what used to be known as the finest regiment in Christianity, the Prussian Guards, which is by the daughter of a German or Prussian general, a hell of a bloody compliment. Marines, you carry a burden of tradition, and you will carry it on forward. This Corps of Marines will always, always, as was said by James Forrestal, day of the flag raising on Iwo Jima, endure, as he said, this battle, this flag raising means the Marine Corps for the next 500 years. All of you guys have earned this over and over again, and with all due respect, Commander, the United States Navy has made it possible. And I apologize for using Marine Corps slang, Commander, but look at this young man here who gives all of us humility. And Mr. Vice.
Sir!
Are you going to bring in the cake now?
Do whatever you tell me.
No, you are Mr. Vice. With all due respect, Mr. President, should Mr. Vice be allowed to present the cake?
Mr. Vice, bring on the cake!
Off of a dead chap on Iwo! Hurrah!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a samurai sword
I just got that.
from a dead chap during the Battle of Iwo Jima.
All right.
Rah!
Hurrah!
You never put this back in the scabbard till it's clean.
I'll get that, sir.
And oil.
Shouldn't we honor our special guest from the great battle of Iwo Jima with the first piece, sir?
I agree. Lieutenant, would you please come forward and help us out with that?
I'll hand the piece to you. You can hand it to Doc.
For those present who are not familiar with the tradition, what's going on up here right now is that the senior Marine and Navy personnel are taking the first piece of cake and they're giving it to the junior Marine present. That signifies the eldest of the Corps passing on our customs, courtesies, traditions to the youngest.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you will permit me, while I am privileged beyond words to be your guest of honor, the inspiration and true guest of the years, one year after another, after decades, is the Doc who is with us. And you will get, for me, the first piece of cake. It will be delivered by the commander.
As a representative of the Medical Corps of the United States Navy, we only live based on what corpsmen do every day. And I'm honored to give it to you as a Marine Corps officer.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats, please. Hey, Joe, the toast that he gave that you're gonna be fine because you damn near made me cry. Everybody here is gonna get a copy of that toast in full, signed by the corpsman. Rob?
So enjoy your cake. We'd like to thank you all for coming, for giving, for being part of this. On your way out, if you check out, we do have a silent auction outside. And like I said before, every dollar you give goes a long way with the Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation. So thanks again for coming out. Thanks again for all your support. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, General Labouti. Thank you, Doc. Thank you for all
The tree of life, I just you came along and everything started to hum.
Everything seems right. Nobody notices the dimness of the light. Everybody outside, our smiles are so bright. But on the surface, everything seems alright. We've got the grace of actors on the stage. We orchestrate the movements that complement the play. The things we believe in, things we've thrown them all away. And on the surface, everything's okay. What are you thinking tonight? I don't know you, and it seems like you don't know me. All my words disappear in the night. There ain't nobody there to notice. Maybe our lives will never be the same.